Hi friends, hope all of you are having a great day. Today I am here once again to discuss something which we learn every day, and in our language we call it as incremental learning. Don't think this to be an AI learning incrementally every day. Normally when we talk of incremental learning, we always remember and mention of AI, where how we help AI to learn incrementally on anything we want AI to learn. In this changing world, in this ever-changing world, we want to learn today what is incremental learning and how do we practice it. I'm sure all of you have seen a newborn baby after some days starts to walk. But what are the steps before walking? He or she tries to stand, fails down repeatedly, tries to stand up again, fails, again stands up and then starts walking. Have you ever seen a baby just standing and running? No. So he or she does it incrementally. This is something which we are going to discuss today, which is called as incremental learning. As I said, incremental learning is a fundamental concept of human development and knowledge acquisition. So what would happen if we do not learn incrementally? Have you ever thought what would happen to you if your knowledge level is at the base when you are maybe 5-6 years old? Unconsciously or subconsciously, you are anyway learning incrementally every day. What we need to now make it is a habit and a practice. Let me get into further details of many examples where people have or the companies have stopped learning incrementally and what has happened to them. If you see a human being when comes into a corporate world, he or she comes with a mindset that I have to do these 3-4 jobs which is written in their JD. Let's take the example of two people coming into the corporate world. Both comes with a similar JD, which is job description. One starts working exactly as per the JD. The other learns incrementally. Do you know what is the consequence? The person who learns continuously someday becomes a CEO, and the other one maybe gets 1 or 2 promotions. This clearly indicates that if you are learning on a day-to-day basis, there is no end to your development. Let us understand why is incremental learning so important. In this world, do you know how many people reads at least 10 pages a day in this world? And what would happen if you read at least 10 pages a day? 10 pages a day converts into 300 pages a month. And approximately 300 pages is what a book has. So you are reading 1 book a month and 12 books in a year. Can you imagine your knowledge level just by reading 10 pages a day? This is going to be an amazing improvement for you. I can give you n number of such examples. In this world, there are ladders for a reason. You cannot, no matter what you try, you cannot reach the terrace unless and until you have ladders. You take the rungs of the ladder one by one, and that is when you reach the terrace. If you want to jump to the terrace, can you? No. Hence, you have to reach the terrace only incrementally. Like the books, there are n number of things which you can do which will improve your knowledge substantially. Question is, do I have a choice? In this ever-changing world, I do not have a choice. Rather to increase or improve your learning, rather to incrementally learn every day. So if you do not have a choice, then what are the ways of incremental learning? One, I said already, read at least 10 pages a day. The other most important aspect is you need to reflect, sitting alone, that yesterday whatever I have done, if I am doing same job, am I doing it in lesser time or doing it better? If the answer is no to both, that means you are not learning incrementally. Learn every day. I'm sure you all have noticed that there is a mathematical formula, and because of the copyright use, I am not explaining the formula in details, but there is a formula which you can Google it and figure out what happens if you learn incrementally by 1% every day. What is the impact in 1 year? Believe me, you become a changed person. So the third example, how do you learn incrementally? Asking questions. Very important. When you ask questions, why am I doing this? How am I doing this? Can I do it in a better way? The moment you ask yourself questions, you learn incrementally. Your mind gets tuned to doing this in a different way if you are not satisfied with the questions why and how. So please question yourself in terms of why and how you are doing things. So these three things will continuously help you in learning incrementally. While these three steps are important points in incremental learning, but the most important is you need to change your mindset. Do not shy away from figuring out what others are doing, taking additional responsibility, taking additional role and learning it out, taking additional job. This change in mind is another most important aspect of incremental learning. So while I can tell you number of ways to practice incremental learning, but change in mindset is going to be the most important thing. I will never say no to a work. It's important. I may say that I will deliver it a little later, but never say no to a work. Take it and learn how to do it. That's very important. I can give you my example. Many times in my consulting assignments, we had taken jobs where we had limited understanding, but we collaborated with other people, with the subject matter experts, and we could deliver the job to the satisfaction of customer. So my dear friends, change in mindset is most critical to incremental learning. Now, let me tell you how incremental learning helps. Important one, freshness. It brings in a lot of freshness into you. Every day you feel refreshed, recharged. The second one is sustainable progress. You yourself will feel that you are progressing continuously. With incremental learning, you always understand that I am better than yesterday. This feeling of better than yesterday takes you to a new height. Adaptation to new technology is the third one. Technology is changing every other day. You know, the latest is ChatGPT and so on and so forth. And people say that you need to learn those to be more accustomed, to be more friendly with the evolving world. So that is the most important aspect of incremental learning, the third point which I say. And four, you never feel left out in this world. You are always ahead of the race. If not ahead, you are running with the race. So, dear friends, please continue your journey of incremental learning. Learn every day so that you are not ousted from this world. Like one day, the technology comes and you are not able to use this. So, continue your process of incremental learning.